Hello Beauties, today I'm going to be talking about how to clean hearing aids when they can't get wet. Before I jump into the video, I'm Johanna. Welcome back to Beauty Beyond Fear, where I share strategic ways to find beauty beyond your fears every day. Specifically, that means accessibility videos just like this one today, or it means simple living or capsule wardrobe videos on how to simplify your life and de-stress. So if that kind of thing interests you, remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the weekly videos. So if you're not familiar with hearing aids, they cannot get wet. If you are a hearing aid user, you're probably very used to this statement and already know that hearing aid can't get wet. Old hearing aids, the hearing aid mold, used to be able to come apart from the actual hearing aid. And so when you could take it apart from the tubing connecting the hearing aid to the hearing aid mold, you could then clean the hearing aid mold using soap and water. And that was how you cleaned a hearing aid. But now, the tubing connecting the hearing aid to the hearing aid mold is a lot thinner, and it's not advised to take the hearing aid apart. So if the hearing aid can't get wet and you can't take the hearing aid mold off anymore, the question is, how should you clean your hearing aid? And the other question is, should you really need to clean your hearing aid? Both of those questions we're going to talk about. First off, before I go anything, you should clean your hearing aid. For most people, like I've talked about in previous video about how to clean the wax guards on your hearing aid mold, for most people wax functions very well in being able to regulate and make sure that your ears don't get any ear infections, you don't get extra gunk in there that you wouldn't want in your ears. But for people like me who wear hearing aids, wax can kind of tend to build up. You don't have that same air circulation that people who don't wear hearing aids have. And so because you don't have that air circulation, and because wearing hearing aids with molds or even in the ear hearing aids all day long, it kind of gets very warm and very moist inside your ear canal. And as you can imagine, if you don't clean your hearing aid molds and then you take them out, you put them in your dried case at night, and then you stick them in your ear every morning without cleaning them, there could be little microbes or something on them that then is going to sit in your ears for, let's say, 12 to 16 hours a day in your ear canal, now getting warm and moist. There's a good chance that you're going to get an ear infection if you don't stay on top of cleaning your ear mold. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. Is a couple months ago I had 2 back-to-back ear infections. It was just in the fall. I'd never gotten ear infections like that. I grew up being taught to clean my hearing aid molds, and I had been so busy that I hadn't been cleaning them. And also I had gotten sick, which hadn't helped. But I do think that not being on top of cleaning my hearing aid molds had a big part in me getting those ear infections. So now that we know that you should clean your hearing aid molds every day, preferably morning and night, how do you go about doing that when, again, you can't get the hearing aid wet without completely destroying it? Do you put it in a little half bag and then just spritz it with water? No. Stay away from the water. The way that you clean a hearing aid now is with alcohol wipes. Now, some of you might be saying, well, I don't have alcohol wipes, but I have a bottle of rubbing alcohol. I'll just use that. No. Alcohol wipes are what I always use now. And that's because it has the least amount of moisture on there with still doing the job. And that's really important because, call me paranoid, I've been wearing hearing aids since I was 5. I just, no liquid goes near my hearing aids. So, alcohol wipes. No, big tub of alcohol with a cotton ball, please. Gonna give me a heart attack if you do that. I just get a pack of alcohol wipes that you can get at your local Walgreens, Target, Walmart. They come in a little cardboard box, a whole huge stack of them for $1. You can get them. And these are just really nice because you can pull 2 out for the day, tear it in half, and then use one in the morning and one at night. So what are you going to do with this alcohol wipe? What you're going to do is, first, what I like to do is kind of inspect the mold, make sure there aren't any big gunks of wax buildup, which might sound gross, but I just like to check it and be gentle with the ear mold in trying to get any of wax buildup off, especially on the wax guard and the hole next to the wax guard. If the wax guard is all gross, I will just replace the wax guard. I have a video detailing about that. If the hole next to the wax guard is dirty, I have a little tiny instrument that you can get on Amazon. If you just look up like hearing aid tools, I would try to find the right name for it and leave it in the description down below. But it's just really neat because it's really small. It's almost like a tiny wire that can help you get in that little hole and clean it out. I will clean any of the wax buildup, and then afterwards I will take the alcohol wipe and gently wipe the entire ear mold, and then just let it air dry. Don't like wipe it down with anything else. I just find letting it air dry, it only takes maybe 1 to 2 minutes to let it air dry at most. If it's at night, I will just stick it in my dried case, and then it will dry as the dried case is turning on. In the morning, I will just clean it, put it in the dried case with the top like half open, and then go brush my teeth or something, and then come back and it'll be dry. Because that's better than trying to dry it with something else, because then whatever germs were on whatever you're trying to clean it with is now on the ear mold, versus trying to put the ear mold that's still a little bit wet with the alcohol wipe solution in your ear. It feels weird. Definitely like just smoothly go over the entire ear mold. Every once in a while I will gently, like even more delicately than the ear mold, I will just like graze over. I try not to go near the microphone because that's where the boss is. That's where all of the computers and the microphones, and I just try not to go anywhere near that. But every once in a while I'll just like barely touch the top of it, and then just to make sure there isn't any dust or anything getting in the mic. And so the biggest thing is making sure that you clean your ear mold. And so the title of this should really be how to clean your ear mold, not how to clean your hearing aid, because that's the part that's going in your ear canal. That's the part that's going to sit in your ear canal all day long in that warm environment inside your ear. And that's the part that you want clean. You can also take another alcohol wipe and just like graze the inside of your ear. You don't have to like stick it all in your ear, which you shouldn't do. But I just find sometimes it's nice to just do a quick sweep on just what you can reach without trying. Just like the outer edge of the ear canal. I just find that helps because every once in a while there'll be like buildup just on that part. And then that stops the temptation of me grabbing a Q-tip and just like taking all of the wax or whatever it is. I find that just using the alcohol wipe on the outer edge of the ear, and it just helps that, and kind of standing underneath the water in the shower and letting it run, and then letting it drain completely out afterwards helps a lot. And then my last tip for cleaning your hearing aid is to take your hearing aid out when you go to bed at night. This should be like bottom line common sense, but just make sure that you take your hearing aid out. Even maybe say you want like a half hour or so to read before you go to bed at night. Take your hearing aid out, clean your hearing aid mold, put it in your dried case, and then let your ears breathe. And this will help you not only to save hearing aid battery, time, and money. You'll let the hearing aids be in a safe place while you go to sleep, and like you're tossing and turning at night, they'll be in a safe spot. And then lastly, it will help your ears and your brain take a rest and just let the circulation and the air kind of go into your ears. And that's just so important for your brain to rest, for your ears to just not listen all night long. I find that if I have my hearing aids in too many hours in a night, the few times that I pulled all-nighters in college, I paid for it overtime the next day because my brain is already working a little bit harder to decipher, okay, what was that sound, and like have it run through the hearing aids, then have it run through my brain, and just giving it a rest at night. Everyone needs a rest from listening and trying to hear, and especially people with hearing aids need that rest full time. I hope this video helped to kind of show how you clean your hearing aid, and also kind of gave you a couple tips for what to do to make sure that your ears are getting that rest and staying as healthy as possible. Let me know how you clean your hearing aids, and I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any new weekly videos. Remember to live confidently towards a better tomorrow. Bye, Beauties.